Right. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good everything, good however, whenever, wherever you are in this big blue world. So, yeah. Good morning, good evening, good night. And let's start our second class. Our second class. So, ladies and gentlemen, so in our first class, what have we learned? All right. So, I don't want you to talk to me. I want you to chat with me. So, what I mean is, I want you to not open your mic. I want you to type it in the chat. Okay. So, right. So, some of you have submitted very rubbish work. Some of you have submitted very good work, and I applaud that. Okay. So, for those who have submitted very rubbish work, please send me back. Okay. I'm not calling you rubbish. I'm calling your work rubbish, and there's a difference. Okay, there's a huge difference. Okay, so if I say your work is bad, I want your work to be good. If I say you are bad, it means that I don't want you to be good. But the thing is, I want you to be good. I want you to be good. I want you to be flawless. I want you to be profitable. I don't care about you having 100% rate. Holy fuck, my Apple Pencil just died. So you guys have to wait. I hate it when this happens. I touch my Apple Pencil, but it just doesn't want to be alive during classes. But whatever. Come. Okay, so the thing is, right? I did not call you rubbish. I called your work rubbish. Okay, so I want it to be good. So the thing is, I do not mind if I'm gonna be yapping for the next 1-2 minutes because I'm waiting for my Apple Pencil to charge, and so I do not mind if your work is rubbish, because I think it's important to have a phase where your work is rubbish so that you can improve. Okay, if you start off good, right? If you start off everything is perfect and everything, why are you here? You're not supposed to be here because you're already good. You don't have anything left to learn. So I think sending in very rubbish work in the beginning is very important for your growth as a human being, as a trader, as a learner, as a student. Okay, so do not be scared of criticism. Do not be scared of trying again, and please do try again for the ones that I've criticized. Okay, so try again. Send me more of your first lesson punya homework. Okay, right. So let's get to work. Number one, what are the 4 levels that I have taught you? Okay, everyone, put in the chats, please. Don't talk to me again. Okay, good. Classic, gap, breakout, HNS. Nice. Okay, so classic, gap, breakout, HNS. Very, very nice. Can someone resend pin good homework from first session? Remember it's on GG, no, add another few guys. Oh yeah. Later lah. Not in the mood for that now. Now class is being commenced. Okay, so a classic. What makes a classic different from a regular SNR? Everyone, put in the chats. Do not talk to me because your voice will be recorded, and I don't want your voice to be recorded. My voice is enough. It's a miss. Okay, good. Good. I think that's the easiest part lah. If you don't understand what the fuck a miss is, go out lah. Ask for a refund. Not worth it lah teaching you. Okay, so gap, right?
Lemon?
When it comes to gaps, what is a gap? What is a gap? Is a gap an empty space? Is a gap whatever? What is a gap? Can anyone explain to what is a gap? A space between two same colored candles. Okay, good. It doesn't necessarily need to be an empty space. Okay, so I want to tell you today, what if we have this? Okay, I don't care lah, because it has to be the same color candle, right? Like this. It doesn't necessarily need to be like this. You understand? It doesn't necessarily need to be this kind of space. No, it could just look like this. But I call it the middle thing between two same colored candles. Okay? The middle thing between two same colored candles. 1 second, huh? Right. So The middle thing between two same colored candles. Doesn't necessarily need to be an empty space. Okay, it could be like this. Okay, like this also can. It could be even like this, even if it looks like this, still two same colored candles, the middle part. Okay, cool. Next, a breakout. So what is the criteria for my version of the breakout? It needs to have a miss before, after, right? So good. So what if it looks like this? It looks like this? Can ah? Who say can, I will punch you. Can ah? If can, why? If cannot, why? No, okay, good. Why? Why cannot? Touch level, good. Okay, good. This thing has touched the level. So what? We need a clean breakout. Okay, we need a clean breakout. We need something that looks like this, bro. This is good. Okay, that's how you look at it. Okay, if the breakout isn't clean, then it's not a breakout setup. Okay, yes. While there are situations where things like this do work, there are situations where things that look like this do work, but I will explain that in our coming classes. So don't ask me why sometimes it goes like this. Okay, because I have an answer to that. I have an answer to everything. Don't worry. Okay, because this thing is my entire life. Okay, it's my entire fucking life. Like, if I don't know how to trade, I will lose everything because I love trading and it's everything. Right, so HNS, by the way, who the hell is coughing? Please turn off your mic. All right, so HNS, it looks like this. Okay, but so how does it look in the charts? I gave you 2 weeks to know how it looks in the chart, so I will not show it to you in the charts today. You have 2 weeks to ask questions about what the hell HNS is. Okay, so it looks like this. Okay, so don't ask me if, like, basically when you see a HNS, right? When you see HNS, it just looks like this. Okay, the right shoulder is your entry. Okay, the right shoulder is your entry. Like, people sometimes there were questions like, so does the level have to be directly at the HNS? No, not directly at the HNS. It could be anything. It could be anything. It could even look like this a bit. It doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't have to be directly like this and then goes down. No, it doesn't have to be like that. Okay, all right. So next, good job. So far, good job, amazing. So let's go for our second class. Our second class is very, very simple. Okay, very, very simple. So you don't have, so the thing is, right, no matter what I say, what I do, what I show you in the classes, always try to look at it in the most simplistic way possible. Don't be like Noel. Noel likes to overcomplicate things that aren't complicated. Okay. Okay. So basically, when I show you something, try to make it look as simple as possible, and don't try to overcomplicate it. Like when I say M30, just think about M30. Don't try to think, okay, now M30 has a breakout, H1 is coming, H4 also in direction. Fuck you. Okay, don't do that to yourself. Right? So let's do it. EQ and CC setups. Okay, so right now, let's talk about CC first. What is a CC? The CC setup is also known as the confirmation candle setup. All right, so have you been in a situation where the SNR, the gap, or the whatever lah, the thing, okay, the classic or the breakout, it was not fresh already. It has already been touched, it has already reacted, everything has been done over there lah, but it still reacted. Okay, so let's say you have this level, right? So it's already been like this already, like that already, touched already. Right? But then price comes again, respects again, and goes up. And you're like, what the fuck? It's already been touched, right? It's already been used, right? How come? How come it still works? And so today I will tell you the answer to that. Okay, I will tell you the answer to why do things that already work, why do things that already that have already been tested still work? So it's called the confirmation candle setup. So we're going to have a few confirmation candle setups. Number one, we have the classic CC. So the classic CC is basically a look like this, and then price whatever blah 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 comes back. All right, so takes here. So if all of you have watched the video and were not stupid, you could brain this lah. Right, so the confirmation candle, right? The confirmation candle. Okay, so over here now you can entry. It returns back. Okay, so the confirmation candle, is it red or is it green? If you have watched the videos that I have kindly sent to you. Red. Okay, good. Right. So thing is, for this setup, for this cell setup, it's red. So this is valid, right? So what if it comes here and then it just goes like this? Boom. Price comes and then it just touches like that. Is it still valid? Yes, no? Yes, good. Very, very good. So next question. What if it does like this? Everyone is very smart lah. I like everyone. Like this, and then finally, is it still valid? Valid, good. So what matters is if a red candle forms after touching it. That's all. Okay, for sell lah. Okay, confirmation candle setup. All you need to remember is basically later lah. Okay, whatever lah. This is confirmation candle. The confirmation candle is the candle that is in the direction that you want to follow in. So let's say you're looking for a sell, right? Look for a red candle lah. But unless it's a breakout, right? If it's a breakout, then it looks like this. Okay, but I'll show you lah that. Okay, so this is for your sell version of your classic. Okay, for your buy version, it's exactly the same, but it's just green. Okay, it's just green, same thing. So classic CC, done. So breakout. So we have breakout type 1 and breakout type 2. So what is the difference between breakout type 1 and type 2? So come, I'm going to tell you today. So breakout 1, it looks like this. Whatever, and then let's say this happens, and then it goes boom. So so price comes, right? This is the CC. Okay, price comes, down, gone. Okay, easy. Next, breakout type 2 is basically there. Boom. And then price comes, takes this. Okay, and then over here, for example lah. Okay, and so what's the difference between this and that? 1 and 2. 1, the creation can the confirmation candle came before the breakout, and type 2, the confirmation candle came after the breakout. And so what if it happens on both sides? Whatever lah, if it happens on both sides, okay lah, and it still works, But like, yeah, breakout type 1 and breakout type 2. CCs are easy. They are the easiest things in the world. Okay, they are the easiest things in the world. Next, we have the HNS. CC. So before I explain this, I think people still have the confusions about the HNS, which I don't think is supposed to have at all at this stage. But I'd just like to say that the HNS CC is merely a broken BOCC2. Okay? Broken BOCC2. So what how does it look like, right? So a CC, a BOCC1 looks like this. Okay. BOCC2 looks like this, right? So how does a broken BOCC2 look like? It looks like this. Okay, you have your CC, right? Breaks out. Okay, over here. So your candle is here. Okay, this is your CC, right? So how it would look like is basically la 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 la. See, like this, and boom. So, see, more or less. Okay. So, CC setups. Come, let's go explore the massive world of CC setups. Chat. I love the XM Broker, by the way. Fucking love it so much. Okay, CC one. What do you have it here? You have this one. Okay, and what else? Of course, someone's gonna ask me, but sir, some of them broke. Of course, some of them broke. If all the setups would work, then everyone would be rich. There must be reasons to why things don't work. See, this one failed. This one failed. It didn't do well. Why didn't it do well? I will explain later on, but not in this class. What else? Let me see. Let's go here. For example, it's good. And see, 30. Okay, this is a BOCC1. Okay, cool. And then before that, there was a classic CC. So, yeah, bro. Just same shit all over again. And so what was over here? That we have a breakout setup. We have a breakout. No, we also have a CC setup over here as well. See? Why is here a CC setup? Like I said, see? It touched once and then it touched second time. Finally, it gave the red candle. That's why you can come here, take that. But sir, there are so many CC setups. Which one should I take? Why didn't this work? There are reasons to that. And over here, There is a multi-time frame confluence over here. This one is only M30. Over here, there's a H4, H1, and M30. And over here, I'll explain why it took this one instead of this one. And it'll make sense, don't worry. And so what? We have another one over here. Today, we're not going to multi-time frame, so don't ask me those kind of questions, okay? And over here, see? This is your HNS. Over here is create the confirmation candle, and then boom. Okay, but why didn't it go up further? Why did it just go over here? Come and see the M30, M15. Come with me, and you'll see in a world without imagination. What is over here? I don't know. But you see, we have a classic setup. But sir, why did this classic setup work? It's okay. It's all about direction. Because over here, the direction has already been bought. So we all know that when it comes to sell, we know that it won't hold. But what is direction? It's just something, it's a concept that I will only play around for now. In our next session, we're going to go deeper into multi-time frame. Okay? Right. So, next. Easy lah. CC setups are easy. All you have to watch out for is I think it's not easy if you overcomplicate it. Okay? If you overcomplicate it, it becomes hard. But if you undercomplicate it, if you're just looking for candles like that gives the same color as you want, so it won't be hard. Next, let's go for equilibrium. So, ladies and gentlemen, so many of you have asked the question. So, in our first session, we went through the first 4 setups. We have the classic, we have the breakout, gap, and HNS. And you have asked me, but sir, I have no idea which setup works. I have no idea which one is a high probability setup, which one is a low probability setup, and which one will break. Okay, so this is half. I will answer that question half today. Okay, the other half will be explained throughout the other sessions. Okay, so that is because the creation of the EQ. The EQ. Speaking of EQ, there's a hotel in Kuala Lumpur named EQ Hotel, and it is one of the best hotels I've ever been. And also have connections there now. Right, so Jack's iPad. Let me see. Okay, touch the shadow, CC. Good. Yes, Nick, that is correct. Even with the CC small candles, as you mentioned, no need to be engulfing. Don't mention the word engulfing with me because I will never talk about that. Then you have make CC example of buys also. Of course, can. There should be necessarily, I mean, it doesn't have to engulf. It won't necessarily need to be a miss, right? Yes, doesn't necessarily need to be a miss. As long as it touches a level, and it gives you the confirmation candle. Okay, right. Can I ask a question on voice chat? Can lah, but if your question is good. Question for BO. Doesn't necessarily need to be a miss, right? No, not necessarily need to be a miss. And CC have to buy red candle. CC sell green color. Yes, correct. Correct. Yes. But remember you have 2 types, okay? So for the first type, let's say you want to buy. So it's like this. Come, let me show you. It's like this. Okay, so
my question is regarding the breakout type one. If the market makes a support and resistance levels and market captures 2 or 3 times, will it be considered as a breakout CC1 or not?
Sorry. Slowly. I wasn't able to catch you.
Okay. If a market makes a support and resistance level,
okay,
and market taps it 2 or 3 times and then gives a breakout, will it be considered as a valid breakout CC1?
Yeah. Of course. So even if it looks like this, finally breaks out, still okay. As long as this has happened. As long as the red candle has appeared. Okay?
Okay,
So
got it.
as long as the red candle has appeared, so let's say this happens, right? So price comes here, and then the red candle appears here, right? So and then prices comes and bounces there again, right? This happens, valid. Okay.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Okay. Are you big cat?
No,
So, sir, I am big
I'm
cat.
Mujtaba Salim.
Oh,
Sir, I am
big cat. What a name, bro. That you always type in caps, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
sir. I got a new keyboard today.
Okay, very good. Okay, my friend, ask me your question.
Sir, I have a question. What if the level is not, if a level is created and we have a breakout
Hmm.
and the level is not, touched again and the prices go
If it
up.
not touched again, then don't entry lah.
No,
Can't
no,
do
no, no,
much lah.
no. What I'm saying is, and in future, like after 2 or 3 days, maybe a week ahead, the prices again approaches that level and touches that. So is the entry valid?
Oh, okay, okay. I get what you mean. You're talking about this, right? So let's say you have this, and then price already reacted to this. What if it comes again? Is it
Yes, yes, yes.
okay?
After
This
two
still
weeks
valid.
or maybe one
Still
week,
valid. Still
still
valid.
valid.
Still
Okay,
valid.
okay.
But
Sir, I have
later,
one question. I have one
later on in our fourth session, we're going to learn about something called closing price. Okay. So closing price is something that will tell you whether the level will be respected or not. Okay. So I'm here to tell you today that even if the level has been used 5, 6, 7 times, if the closing price is nice over there, you can still take it. Okay. But don't ask me to elaborate on that lah, because we're not in that topic yet. Okay.
Sir, got one
Yes.
question for
Okay, Akmal.
BOCC type 2.
Uh-huh.
If the price break out already, then he touch back the level, but
Yeah.
it close as a red candle, but still above the zone.
Ah.
Then the next confirmation candle close as green, tapi yang green candle never touch the zone. Then is it still valid tak?
Yes, of course it's valid. You're talking about this, right? Hey, I like the questions today. Everyone is smart lah. Yay. Okay, look here. Like this, right? Like this. And then there's just boom, green candle like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, still valid. Still valid. Still valid.
Okay, understand. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Very good.
Ask
Okay,
one
no
more.
problem. Now, it doesn't necessarily need to touch this. Okay, even if it does like this also can. Right? So, yeah.
Ask one more.
Okay, go, Big Cat.
Sir, what if the price close below or above the level and
Oh, like this, is it? Like this, is it? You're talking about what if it does this, right?
yes, but
And
another
then it
candle
goes
closes above.
green. It is.
Yes.
If like this, I wouldn't consider it a CC. I consider it as something else lah. So basically,
So
when this
we
happens,
should shift our level to the current CC setup which has been created.
when this happens, right? When this happens, what happens when this happens? It turns into a HNS instead. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and so if you want it to turn into a breakout, what you have to do is you have to make sure that it doesn't break that level again. Okay, if it breaks that level again, it turns into a HNS. Okay, but if it breaks the level again, it turns into a HNS. If it looks like this, and then it goes like this, then it turns into a breakout setup. Okay.
Ni, okay. SNS lah fail yang ni. Itu je. Clear terus ni. Kau faham?
Kamu je yang salah aku tak paham dia, Pak. Dia salah aku.
Siapa tu?
Sir,
Siapa tu?
I have a list of questions, but I'm like,
Someone is
I'll ask
talking
it
to the
later.
wife, is it? No, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. If you guys want to learn together, it's okay. We can do it together. Come.
Sir, I do have a list of questions, but I don't know should I ask or not.
I don't know. I also don't know if you should ask or not. But ask lah if you want. It's not that hard, like.
I'll ask later. No problem.
Okay.
Sarah, I have a question.
HNSCC is actually a failed DO type 2. Yes, Mohsin. Correct. Energy breaking left shoulder should be clean breakout, right? Yes. Not exactly, Gilbert. Not exactly. It can look like this also. I like the questions, like. Everyone is smart today. I love you guys. Okay, good. I came here to
Because your
teach.
horrible
This is
comments
when I
scares
prepare
everyone,
you.
sir.
What?
Your horrible comments scare everyone. So
What?
everyone is smart.
No lah, it's not supposed to scare anyone. It's supposed to just make you do better, okay? I don't hate any one of you. I just want you guys to do better, okay? There's nothing to be scared of. I'm just a guy who's just critiquing your work because I want you to do better, okay? And if it's horrible, if I tell your work is horrible, it should motivate you more to do better. Because as much as possible, I would love to praise you. I would like to praise you as much as possible. You know, if I praise you, I'll praise you like you have never done any wrong in your life, you know. So please do a lot of hard work, okay? So, yeah, look. So, no, Gilbert, it doesn't necessarily need to be clean, okay? It can just look like this if it wants, as long as this happens. Okay, Gilbert? Right. Show us fail levels. Doubt will be cleared. There is no doubts to be cleared today. I'm not looking to clear any doubts today, right? Because even if I show you a fail level, it will take another class for me to explain why levels fail. We have a whole class, which is the fourth class. We have the fourth class to explain to you why levels fail. The fourth class, that is the literal purpose of a fourth class. Okay? And in that fourth class, I will tell you the rules as to why setups fail. I will tell you the rules as to if this happens, don't take this. If this happens on this time frame, do this. Okay? And so right now, you are learning setups. Have I taught you when this happens, don't take this setup? Yes or no? No. Okay, if I haven't taught you that, don't ask me that question. Okay? Have I right now I'm teaching how to spot a CC setup or an EQ setup. So ask me, how do you spot a CC or an EQ setup? Because if I teach you now how do levels fail, but you don't know jack shit about how a EQ setup or C setup looks, would it be beneficial to you? Yes or no? Absolutely no. Why? Because you don't even know what a CC setup looks like, and now you're learning why it fails. So it's no use for you, right? So ask me questions on what the CC setup or an EQ setup looks like and the criteria of them. So if you master this, I can finally teach you how. Basically, I'm teaching you how to punch and kick. And so when we're talking about why setups fail, I'm teaching you how to predict your opponent. What is the use of you knowing how to predict your opponent if you don't know how the fuck do you want to punch and kick him? Okay, so learn how to punch and kick first, and then I'll teach you how to predict your opponent. Okay, thank you. All right, next. Ask question one. Same question as Lindy. Okay, let's say for C touch level to be valid. Yes. Okay, so look here. So let's say this happens, right? Let's say this happens. Okay, and then it goes like this. Woo! And this isn't a CC. Okay, this isn't a CC. It has to touch over here. Okay, it has to touch over here. Or like this, like this. Okay, done. It has to touch. Okay, if it doesn't touch with the shadow, okay, it means that it is invalid. Okay, good question indeed. That is the questions that I want to hear. Not the question is, sir, what if this fails? Fuck you, bro. Come on. Ask better. Okay. Confirmation is when the shadow touches the level, right? Yes, correct, Delhi. Correct. Yes. So BO T1, T2 similar to classic C setup, but breakout only, right? Yes, correct. Correct. For the BO CC1, I see no problem. For the bullish UCC type 1 example you have, the candle that touches the level before the BO be bullish with the back. What the hell? wait. Sorry, yeah. What for the bullish?
Sorry, yeah, that didn't make sense.
It's okay. Ryan, just talk to me, Ryan. Yes?
Yeah, so if you go back to that breakout type 1 confirmation candle you had, can the candle that touches level be bullish if a bearish one occurs after? Yeah.
Of course,
perfect.
yeah. Yeah, it could look like this first, and then it just goes down. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
All right. So as long as the red candle appears, okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. So all doubts on how it looks like is clear, huh? So when everyone sees a BOCC or whatever, everyone knows how to react, right? Yes, maybe. Good. Okay, so see, over here, this is your CC, HNS, right? But why did it fail? Why did it fail? So things like this, right? Things like this, well, it didn't fail. It gave you a little bit lah, but why did it go up? Okay, things like this. Remember, I need a whole class to explain this. Okay, right now you guys are still grasping how to look at BOs, how to look at CC setups. Okay, and I cannot go here yet. Not there yet. Not yet. Okay, not yet. But I will. Don't worry. I won't be like, just use your instincts. No, bro. You can't use instincts in trading, bro. It doesn't work that way. Okay? Right. So next question. I think it's done. I think it's done for now. Good. Question. CC is a shadow that touches the level, right? I thought CC is the color. Yes, CC is the color of the candle that matches the direction you want to take. Yes, is the color of the candle that matches the direction you want to take. Okay, if it's a classic CC, what color is the confirmation candle for a sell? Everyone?
Red.
Red. Okay, good. If you want to buy for a classic CC, the color of the candle is green. Okay, good. If you're looking for a type 1 breakout, so type 1 means that it goes before the candle, the confirmation candle is before. So if you want to buy CC BO1, what color must the candle be? Must be red. Okay, good. Not gray, yeah? Not gray. Okay, so if it's a BOCC type 2 and you want to buy, what color must the candle be? Blue or green. Okay, good. Okay, yes. Okay, that is how it's supposed to be. Okay, so if you want to sell for HNS, BOCC, if you want to sell for HNS, right? What color must the confirmation candle be? Green. Okay, if you want to buy for HNS, the confirmation candle must be red. Okay, good. See, everyone is smart lah. Hey! Okay. Good job, everyone. Yes. I'm so happy. I am so happy. I am, if you get your first payout from a prop firm or if you get funded, I would be happier than you. You won't be happier than me. Okay, because I fucking nurtured your ass to be able to properly trade, Okay, good. Right.
Sir, one question.
Yes,
I know maybe this might be out of this frame, but
Okay.
Since gold hit all-time high,
Okay.
is it because of news or something?
Honestly, my friends have told me that the all-time high is caused by the economic imbalance because gold is a safe haven asset, right? Gold is a safe haven asset, and basically when there is a lot of uncertainty in the market, people will put their money in gold and the price of gold will increase. So maybe we're talking like the last time gold reached this high was because of the Ukraine-Russia war, remember? And there's a possibility.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, bro. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Tapi maybe it could be, I don't know. I'm thinking on my ass, by the way. So maybe if you know better than me, it's good lah. If you know better than me, it's nice to share your opinions lah. But maybe it's because of the Palestine-Israel conflicts. Maybe it's because of the rising cost of living, and maybe it's because all of that lah. All of that all into one lah. Because basically, when gold reaches an all-time high, it means that the world has been basically how bad the world has reached an all-time high. Do you get what I mean?
Excuse me one more time, please.
When gold is a safe haven asset. And so how bad the world, if the world has gone to shit, the worse the world is, the higher the price of gold will be. Okay?
Exactly,
so
yes.
if gold reaches an all-time high, it means that how bad the world is at an all-time high as well. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. And so I have no idea exactly what pushed gold up there. But I can say that the world has gone to shit lah if gold goes to an all-time high. But no, I have no idea the specifics of why gold has gone up to 2,200. And honestly, it's actually crazy lah. It's actually crazy how far it's gone. But based on my experience, when gold reaches an all-time high, there's going to be a very, very strong pullback. Very strong, like boom, goes down. And so
yeah, that's what I'm expecting, because I
Yeah,
entered
that's what I'm
sell a
expecting
couple of
too.
times and it hit my SL.
I'm expecting, like, if I get like a really nice sell setup, I'm gonna hold that. if I get really nice setup. Not because there is a sell direction, it's because just the nature of gold, right? It's just like when it reaches a new all-time high, there's going to be like a huge pullback first, and then it goes up again. You get what I mean? So that's just an experience thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if
It has
you
done it a lot of times.
many times, like every single time it reached an all-time high, it went for a huge pullback. So I'm looking for a huge pullback later on. So if you see me swinging like 1,000 pips from the top, just don't say anything lah. It's just normal things to do. Right. So does anyone know why gold went up that high? I'm sure all of you conspiracy theorists can feed me with something. You're a good teacher. Of course I am. Of course I am. If not, I wouldn't be opening classes. I think because you gave a previous lesson so we can study and ask better questions. Yes, but unfortunately that will only happen if I'm sick. Okay? I guess it's because we have watched you, that's why we have questions and answers. Yes. That is exactly why. But I cannot afford to give you that luxury lah. Okay, not every time lah. So you guys have to pray that I get sick lah. You know, no, I'm kidding. Don't lah. Don't pray that I get sick. More war and destruction, gold will rise. Yes, more or less, exactly. US presidential election, yes. So China is buying more gold, not sure why. When people is buying gold, I say you should be scared though. You should be scared because the world has gone to shit. Okay, the reason gold exists, the reason the price of gold increases is because the world gets increasingly worse. Okay, gold is a safe haven asset, and when people don't know where to put their money, they put it into gold. Okay, and so, yeah lah, whatever. July no lah. Yes, we haven't. It's not like, you think I'm going to end the class now, is it? Okay, no. I'm just, you guys want me to look at the charts? You guys want me to look at the chat and talk to you, right? Yes, exactly what I'm doing. Okay, don't worry, I won't be forgetting what I'm supposed to teach today. All right. So, expensive in my country. Gold is getting more and more expensive in everyone's country, Lindy. Not in your country only. Everyone's country getting more expensive. Okay. Right. So EQ setups, right? So everyone, Ellie Abraham, constructive comment from me. However, he's trying a Wanda broker for your past and avoid showing you gaps. Mostly clean charts. Mwah, thank you, Ellie.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Ellie, how long have you been trading?
Since COVID.
Since COVID, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I bet you have like thousands of hours on the charts already.
Oh, honestly, I'm the Mr.
Bro.
Trendline.
I bet you've been losing sleep on charts already, like for a long period of time.
Oh, trust me, back then.
Good, bro. Good. So it means that we can be friends. Okay. Good. The third session will be all about trendline, so you'll be very happy. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I work in London as well in Deutsche Bank. So
sorry.
I said I work in London in Deutsche Bank.
Really?
Yes.
Now?
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, let's go. More connections. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever become profitable, open a class. Because the people that will learn from you are people that are freaking awesome people. So later, Haley, you give me your contact. Later, we can talk more.
Yes.
Right. So, anyways, EQ setups. Okay, everyone. Nice, Haley. But the thing is, Haley, I don't want to open trading view is because I think the UI is harder to like show you stuff. You get what I mean? Because I'm so used to trading using MetaTrader, right? But then let's say if there's a really huge gap, right? Let's say if there's a really huge gap, like in terms of like price, right? I'm gonna open trading view, okay? But like as long as it's readable in my MetaTrader, I'll use MetaTrader lah, okay? Right. So EQ. So ladies and gentlemen, so what is an EQ? So one way I like to describe EQ, right, is if there is something in something. Hey, by the way, is Noel here? I miss Noel. Noel! How? Fresh shit. Noel, are you here? I miss you. I need your dumb questions. I miss you. Where are you? Is Noel here? Come on, bro. Don't tell me Noel's not here. Noel isn't here. No. Alright, bro. Come on. I miss something is something lah. Fresh shit lah. Basically lah. It has to be fresh. Okay. It has to be fresh. If you open a CC and then if you open what do you call it? If you open a classic and inside there's a CC, right? There is a way to react to it, but I won't tell you today lah. Okay. But let's say, okay, so what are the EQ setups? Okay, everyone, you have your notes. Can you tell me what kind of EQ setups there are? Like all of them, please. Heard you're an engineer. I'm an architect, so maybe we can collab in the future. Yes, of course I can. I'm not an engineer. Okay, I majored in engineering when I was in university. Okay, but I haven't worked a day in my life, and that's God's blessing lah. Because I started trading when I was 17 years old. Okay, when I was 17 years old, I started trading. Well, not profitable lah. I started being profitable when I was around 20. Okay, so classic in classic, BO in gap, BO. Yes sir, yes sir. Let's go. Oh my god, I love it when you guys are smart. You know, when you guys are smart, I love it. When I guys are not smart, I hate all of you. Oh. Right. So what do we have here? Classic in classic. Classic in gap. BO in BO. Gap in gap. What else I forgot already? Because when I autopilot all of this. I autopilot. I just look at it. If there's something inside, I go ahead and take it. What else do we have? Guys, remind me, please.
BO in
I
gap.
forgot already lah. BO in gap. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. But most of wait. BO in gap. Right. So thing is, when you are doing this, most of the time actually it's just autopilot actually. So basically you open a level, if that level is still fresh inside of it, just wait for a closing and take it. Right. So how do we do this is, for example, come let me show you lah. Let's say this. So I'll show you everything lah. All the fail setup, good setup, bad setup, all on show. Yep. So take here. Okay, I'm going to mark with a line. Okay. So inside there is a classic into classic. Okay, how I do it is I'll share you a little bit of knowledge from our fourth session. Okay, I'll wait for a closing. So if it's a good setup. Okay, what is the definition of a good setup? Basically, just a valid EQ or a CC. This one is your classic in classic. Why? Because when you open, okay, one more thing. How do you do this? Basically, so we have H4, H1, H1, M30, M30, M15, M15, M5. So what you have to make sure is that over here it's fresh. When you open it one more time frame below, it's fresh, and then equals valid. Okay. If on H1 is fresh, H4 is fresh, H1 is fresh, valid. H1 is fresh, M30 valid. So let's say if you open a classic, right? Let's say if you open a classic, so you have this bad boy here, right? Let's say, okay, so let's say you have this guy, right? And this guy is in H1. And H1, if you want to look what's inside of it, you go to M15, M5, or fucking M30 or H4. Which time frame do you go next to see whether it's a valid EQ or not? You have H1.
M30.
M30, good. Who's that? Is that my lovely big cat?
Yes, sir, capital.
Sorry?
Yes, sir. Capital letters.
Capital. ah. Yeah, you know, I love my Indian students, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. You guys either leak my stuff or you guys are the best people to be around with. I tell you. So please don't leak my stuff, please, please, please. As far as I'm known, right, everyone that leaks my stuff all is Indian. Okay, and I'm like, oh no, why? There's this guy named Seth. There's this guy named, what is the guy name? I forgot already. The other guy goes, I think Buwan is his name. I forgot lah. But then all the time when I find out, oh, he's from India. So please lah, okay. You're an Indian student, don't do that to me, okay? Please, I teach you with all my heart, so you have to give me your heart as well lah, okay? So, right. So look here. H1. So here's H1. So when you want to see what's inside, you go to M30. Right. So what if you go to M30? Okay. You go to M30. And see this. So this isn't valid. Okay. If M30 looks like this, then this is not a valid EQ setup. But sometimes when price returns back, it still reacts. And there is a way for you to do that. Okay, there's a way for you to do that, and I explain our fourth session. Okay, fourth session will be basically about our anomalies. We're talking about how to predict a breaking setup. Basically, I think the fourth and fifth session will cover most things. Okay, session 1 until 3 is going to be our setup learning. Okay, fourth session until fifth session, and fifth session will be recorded because it's very, very special to me. Fifth session is going to be all about multi-time frame, all about it. Okay, fourth session will be about how to determine if a setup will break or not. What if the EQ setup inside of it is a CC setup? Okay, so let's say if you open a H1 and there's in M30 it's a CC, and so therefore it's not a valid EQ setup, but it's a valid CC setup. Okay, and how do you deal with that is later lah. Let's learn about this setup first. Okay, so over here, I see that in H1, sorry, it was M30, isn't it? Okay, so this is M30. And so now we go to M15. So M15 is still fresh inside there. And so but all I have to do is just wait for a M30 or M15 close. All right, so M15 close, and then it just flies. Okay, that's how you do it, right? So let's check this. Let's check this breakout. So when you check this breakout on M5, let's say, M5, so it's a HNS. So right now, when I ask you, is there a BO to HNS setup? No, right? There's no VHS. So don't take it. Don't take it. I've backtested this extensively already. Okay. So next, let's say this one. Okay, so it could be a gap in gap, right? But why did it fail? And don't worry about that lah. I'll explain it later, right? So whatever that failed, and so let's see this one. What was over there? Oh no. What was over here? That concept, is it BO and BO? Yes, it's a BO and BO. Yes, it's a BO and BO. Oh no, it wasn't. It wasn't. This is just
a classic in a classic.
This is a classic in a classic. Let's see. But this one is not BO and BO. Why? Why is it not BO and BO? Because it touched here already. But this is a valid CC setup. So how do you deal with that? We will deal with that later. Okay. I'm going to constantly remind you that we are going to deal with certain things later. Why? It's because, yeah, bro. Right. So over here, it didn't touch this, right? But it touched this. So let's see. See? So over here, what do we have? Let me mark the thing using a line, please. Wait, let me see. Come. Over here and M5. Right. So what can you see here? Over here, it's already been touched. But why did it react? Why? It's because everything is about closing price. So when you see here, on M15, it's fresh, right? On M15, it's fresh, and you see price closed above. So in my style, everything is about closing price. If you see a level and price close above, then it's valid, okay? And over here, for example, did price close above this? Did price close above this? Yes, it did. And so therefore, there will be a reaction. There will be a reaction. And for this one, you can see that, let's say you see M30, right? Let's say you see M30. This is 4 session stuff, okay? So I'm just going into it. I'm not explaining CC setups in depth yet, not yet. Okay, so Over here, you can see, no, nothing closed above it. So that's why it fell down. So to me, closing price is everything. And that's what we will explore in our fourth session. Okay? That's why I always tell everyone, react, don't predict. Okay? React, don't predict. Why? Because my style is all about reacting. It's all about reacting. Nothing is about predicting in my style. Okay? So this is your classic. And let's open the M5, for example. Sir, are you only using M5 and 15? No, I'm not. Okay, but this is just the easiest to show because there are many examples here. See, so over there is a classic, and inside there is a gap. So you see, it closed above, and it will give you a reaction. So is it okay for me to use M5, M1? Yes, it's okay, but personally, I do not use it. Okay, I do not use it. Why? It is because it's too small for me lah. I don't like the price movements at the smaller time frames. Okay, next. Let's see some more. So, what do we have here? For example, here. So H1, M30. Okay. So we have a gap in a gap. We have a gap in a gap, and our SOP has to close above, and then it goes up. Okay, easy lah, like that. That's how you trade. Okay. So we've explored classic in classic, classic in gap, gap in gap. And so the rarest one would be definitely breakout in breakout lah. Okay, breakout in breakout is the rarest one lah.
Sorry.
But, yes.
Since we're talking about gaps, can I tell a joke?
Okay. Okay, all right.
Was the same thing that gap and lesbians have in common?
I don't know. What do they have in common?
Both like the same gender.
Both they like the same gender. What? Because is it because like the EQ is the same?
Oh, it's because gap is the same thing between two colors.
Yeah. Okay. You're my
Lesbians
favorite.
go lesbians go to the same gender together.
So basically gaps are gay people lah.
Yeah. We should replace P with Y.
No, cannot. You know, basically in my old classes, okay, so that's the story. Okay, come I tell you the story. In my old classes, it was full of profanity. Okay, it was full of profanity. It was like, yo, no, fuck this shit. No, there's a dick here and all that shit, right? And so I used to call CC setups a big dick setups. Okay, why? It's because basically how it used to look like, right? How it used to look like is so I call this the big dick setup is because breakout type 2. Okay, you guys, you must remember after it breaks out, it must give you a big dick first. And then after that, then you can entry. Okay, if no, it's not big dick, don't entry, right? And so it got so bad to the point where one of my female students had to leave the group because it was so filled with profanity. It got so bad. And so which is why like after some time, I chose to just like I don't want to make any like really, really, really bad vulgar jokes. You get what I mean? Because I'm scared people will be like, "Oh my god, I'm here to learn, but this guy makes really dumb jokes." You know, so so I got to keep that to a minimum lah. Right. So next, but
Sir, I have shared you something on Telegram in our group.
Yes.
Like 1
Wait,
hour
who is
CC
this?
setup.
Is this Gagan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Gagan. Yes.
Sir, I have shared you something on our Telegram group. There's a CC setup, BO setup on 1 hour on 6th of March. Actually, I have not understand this price action.
Let me see lah. Come, let me see. Let's see. Sir, can you please explain this price action? Easy. Wait, so later we'll explore something that looks like this. You know that this breakout is also valid? You know that this is also valid actually? But there are rules to that lah. Okay, don't worry about that lah. This one we can take. But try looking at H4. There must be something at H4. There must be something. Usually, one thing, later when we explore time frames, we'll talk about how each time frame works, and we'll learn about how to tackle H4 setups. Do you know that the most special setup, the most special time frame in all of the market is the H4 time frame? This is the most special one.
That's my favorite as well.
Why? It's because the H4 time frame can, let's say if you trade using the weekly daily direction, the H4 time frame can fuck you over. The H4 time frame is like, okay, the daily is in sell, but I want to buy, so we will buy, you know. So the H4 time frame is one thing that I call the gatekeeper lah. It's the gatekeeper. And so basically, you know what basically the H4 time frame is the most powerful time frame. Better than the monthly, the weekly, and the daily. Yes, I did say that. It's because the H4 time frame literally decides everything. It decides everything when it comes to the H4 time frame. But let's get to that in our coming sessions. Okay, 4 session. The 4 session is going to be very long. Right. So, next. So, see? Let's check this. Okay, so we have a gap and gap. Boom, done. See this. Go see this as well. Come, let's see this. Over here, H1 M30, and then we have a breakout. But let's see this one. M30, M15. See? We have a breakout in breakout. See, M30, M30, over here, and then we M15, a breakout in breakout. See, that's why it went up. And what did it close above? Did it close above? No, it didn't lah. But then it's also okay lah, because it's your breakout in breakout. Breakout is very rare. But when it happens, just take it. It very rarely fucks you over lah. Right, next. What else? See, this one is your CC setup, so you can get that. And what else? This is another CC setup. You get this. And then over here, what is over here? Come, let's check this. Okay. This one is your M30, M15 gap. See, it's fresh. It's down. And then what did it take down there? Come, let's see. To this guy here, to your breakout CC type 1. See? So you see, in this situation, every single time it comes, it closes above, it goes up. Closes above, it goes up again. So it's that simple. Okay. I hope you can start seeing how simple it is right now lah. So all that matters is just experience and closing price in general lah. See? This is your HNS, and see, it closed above and then it goes up. This is how it goes. Okay, this is how it goes. Right. Next. So yeah, so you have seen the BO in BO, classic in classic, gap in gap, and classic in classic in gap. And so now the BO in gap, I haven't found it yet, and lately it hasn't happened yet. Very rare. BO in gap is very rare. It doesn't happen much. But if it happens, I'll tell you. Okay, if it happens, I'll show you an example. Right. So does everyone understand what EQ and the CC setup looks like? So when you ask the question, what is a valid CC setup? What is a valid? So you realize that there's no HNS here? Don't worry, we'll explore that in our 4th session. Again, 3rd session, trend lines. 4th session, rules and extra setups. 5th session, time frames. Right? So everyone knows how classic and classic looks like. Okay, you open a classic, it's fresh, and so you see a classic on H1, it's fresh. Open M30, it's still fresh. Good. Classic in gap. Fresh classic in fresh gap. Good. And remember, it can be vice versa, okay? Can be vice versa. Okay? Again, vice
Sorry, can you
versa.
remind me what was the freshest actually?
Oh no, actually fresh and freshest was a concept that I scrapped lah. You know, it worked well, but then that time I was like, there were things that it's, how do I tell you this, huh? So basically, the fresh and freshest concept is just basically, let's say you find this level. It's something that I scrapped already, and I retaught all my previous students already. So that time I haven't known the existence of CC setups yet, because I haven't like fully understood them yet. I was still testing them, but I didn't fully understood them yet to the point where I could teach them. Okay, so what happened was, a EQ setup is basically, so let's say you have this fresh H1, you open M30, you take the freshest one, which is directly below it. Okay, the fresh level is directly below it. It works, but sometimes it doesn't work. and it basically has a win rate of like 65%, more or less. And so I was like, I need to find a way to make this better, lah. You know, because I wasn't satisfied with my win rate at that time. But I still taught people and they still got funded. So I'm happy for them, lah. But then afterwards, when I found CC and EQ, I retaught them. I was like, okay, guys, come here. Don't use fresh and freshers anymore. Or throw that away. Let's restart. You get what I mean? So yeah, fresh and freshers is an old concept that I don't use anymore. But if you see my YouTube videos and you think it's cool, then why the hell not, right? Right. So easy.
Sir, got one question. I
Okay,
noticed
go.
no breakout in classic or something like that.
Breakout in classic. Sebab apa tahu? Sebab breakout in classic ni memang tak ada. Memang dia tak jadi.
Susah nak jadi level dia kan.
Susah nak jadi. Tapi
Faham.
biasanya kalau ada benda tu, tapi kalau dia dah close above tu, kau ambil je.
Faham? Boleh.
Tapi benda tu nanti aku akan fahamkan kau nanti lah. Don't worry. Tapi benda macam ni kalau biasanya breakout okay, kenapa? So akan ada time, there will be times where dia macam ni. Akan ada times where dia macam ni. This. And then dia like that. So dia datang. Macam ni, kalau ikutkan dia tak valid kan. Like if you look at it, it's not valid. But price comes, if it closes above, just take it. Memang akan jadi. It works. Okay. So benda macam tu is just extra lah. Later we'll talk about that. How to mitigate that. Okay. Boleh. Okay. And like macam tu lah. Tapi tak adalah breakout in classic tak ada. Breakout classic tak ada because it just, I think like I've never seen a breakout in a classic before. It has never happened to me before. Not yet lah. Because breakouts in classics, they've never happened. Because a breakout and classic, they are just two different things, kan?
Yeah, it has to miss.
It has to miss and it has to do everything, and so it's something that I've never seen happen before lah. Even if it happens, I think it's a unicorn lah. So it's not worth teaching lah, that thing, because I think it just happens once a year, you know. So yeah, whatever. So
alright, thank you, sir.
No problem. Right. So everyone. So for now, yes.
Sir, in this the particular thing you explained right now, in this we don't need to wait for a CC candle. Like once the red candle is closed.
No need to wait. As long as in the bigger time frame is fresh, the lower time frame is fresh, and then you just take it. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now wait for a closing first, lah. Of course, I will always wait for a closing first, and then I'll take it. Right? So, any other questions, everyone? I'll look at the chats. Yeah. Come, let's look at the chats. Just like the 4 initial levels, but in the 4 initial levels, I just taught you, okay, this is a classic, this is a HNS, this is a breakout. But now, you know, okay, this classic is not valid because this classic is not EQ, it's not equilibrium. You see? Right. Candle touches, candle close, enter. Correct. Betul. Tapi that concept is something that we'll touch on in the 4th session. Closing candles is something very important, but there's a way to use it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But we will touch on that. Okay? We'll touch on that and to make sure you have the highest win rate possible. Boleh terus. Closing price over level, will be confirmation. Yes, I call it the double confirmation. So when there's an EQ or a CC and it looks good, closes above, double confirmation. Very high win rate. Yes, cakap Melayu. Boleh terus. Luckily, I understand. EQ needs a miss. Correct. Okay, just like 4 initial levels without the HNS. Yes, but you must look inside. So when you see can make CC and EQ, can, but that one I'll teach later. Okay, I haven't taught that yet. Don't worry. But that can be mixed, but not now. Okay, I'll teach you how to mix them later. Like one way to do it is, let's say on M30 it's a fresh classic level, but on M15 it's a CC, so it's not a good EQ lah, right? But then in that case you have to wait for the M15 closing, not the M30 closing. But that one I'll talk to you later. Okay, you got quality class. Okay. So, yes, it's just like the 4 initial levels without the HNS. And so, let's say if you see a level, okay, so you see a classic level. And in the classic level, suddenly inside that it's not fresh already. Don't take it because that classic level has a low win rate. Okay? That's just how we do it. So, first session, we learn about levels. Second session, we learn about how to validate those levels. Okay? And later on, we'll talk more lah. Okay? Right. So, no more questions? All good? I can end now. If all good, just say in the chat good. All right, no problem. Okay. Thank you so much for joining today, and I hope that all of you understand lah what the hell I've been telling today, and I did my best lah. I did my best to make sure you understand, and yeah, happy Ramadan everyone. Hey, got homework. If your homework is please find one of each. Okay, except for BO in gap is something that rarely happens, so whatever lah. So one of each. I want you to find one of each. One of each HNSCC, one of each breakout, one of each classic. Okay, I want you to give me one good setup each. So if I see it's good, and then you can give me more lah. Okay, as usual lah. So yeah, send me in the personal. Okay, remember, if I critique your work, it's just your work, not you. You as a human being, you are the best ever. That is why I put you in this class. Okay? That's why I filtered you from hundreds of other people. You are the best. You are the best. You have the best mindset. So prove that to me. Okay? Your work is bad, not you. You are an amazing human being. Let's get to it. Okay? Let's improve together. Okay? Right. So thank you so much, everyone. I go say thank you to me in the group, yeah? And see you soon. Bye.